who are celebrating. Hello. Hi. Hi, Mr. Baker. How are you? Don't talk about the dojo. I haven't been there. Happy Halloween to everybody. I am just wanting to pop on the live and just say hello to you all. It's been a hot minute since I've gone live. It's been a hot minute. Hope everyone's doing great. Are you out tricking or treating? Or maybe both. I don't know. I'm not one to open a door to people. If you see my videos, it's not paranoia. It's being cautious. Um, so yeah, I ran a couple errands today and bought food and such, and made sure all the lights were off outside, and came upstairs. I haven't eaten, so I might get a little bit antsy, fidgety, because I haven't eaten anything. Aside from, what's up, what's up? Don't judge me, but yes. In Hershey's, there are no bioengineered ingredients with this, okay? No bioengineered ingredients. Hello, hi. Hey, KLG. Thank you. You may have missed my cul-de-sac member channel lab I just did. Before this live, about half an hour ago, I went live for the channel members. My small but mighty group of amazing community members there. So if you have a chance, check that out for sure. For sure. Thank you. Hopefully I won't repeat what I said there, but if I do, act like you heard it for the first time. Yes, Halloween, so sweet. It's cool here. So it's a true Halloween night. It's crisp. I forgot to ask. I turned Alexa off, so I don't know what the temperature is. But if you're in Florida, you know it's about... anything's cold to me beyond 70. So is it like 55-ish? I'm guessing. Hi, Virginia Bushcrafter. Good to see you. Happy Halloween. Yes, I was just sharing that I was not opening the door. You were sleeping? Well, that was just a pop-up. I was just kind of throwing myself out there, so no worries. It's out there for you. When you're not doing anything else, you want to hear me ramble on. OG Tank, though, is an MVP. He hung out with me for a bit, went back and forth. So shout out to him for sure. How are you all doing? Are you all handing out candy? Is it over now? It's 9 here, so probably on the West Coast, they're doing their thing. But all the folks over here, Virginia Bushcrafter. What about you? Are you out? Are you out in the woods making fires? It's so nice outside. I'm not really a cold person anymore. You wouldn't think so, being, a northeasterner. But it's crisp. It's a true fall evening. Is it fall still? Yeah. Is it fall still? When to become winter? Anyway, all the seasons blend together when you're in Florida. You were asleep. Very good. What is happening? I figured I'd go live just because it's Halloween and, I don't have anything really to do, and I got to get back. I got to shake my my live jitters since I don't really go live anymore. I want to. So I'm going to try to be better at that. My videos too. So I feel like this takes the place of a video that I haven't dropped. So I wanted to join you all. I'm here. We had trick or treat yesterday. Really? Oh, at work? We didn't even have anything at work. What's the point of going into the office? Like I won't say they're making us, for anyone who I work with, but they're making us go into the office and, to rub elbows and network with our peers and our coworkers. And then you don't even have like a Halloween party, no potluck. Well, I wouldn't participate in potluck anyway. But what's the point if you're not going in like dressing up? We don't do any of that. But that's okay. I wouldn't have had anything anyway. My daughters, I meant to bring it upstairs. I had some little cat ears that they gave me. Out of all the holidays, I would say Halloween's cool, but it's not my favorite. You would think it is because I love zombies and zombie movies. Shout out to Wizzy. But it's not my favorite. It's not my favorite. Hi, off target. Happy Halloween. Yes, we're just chatting. Are you tricking or treating? Don't answer that. Are you letting folks? Are you handing out candy? Well, I'll be a little bit more appropriate. Hi, to you Stan. Thank you for being here. Yes, I have friends over. A little Halloween get together. All right, that's nice. That's nice. Yes. Hi, Time Machine. Happy Halloween. Nope. Nope. Don't eat food at work. I know. Okay, so let me just share real quick. Oh, I go on many tangents on here. We had a potluck. I used to work for a pretty big company, well, whatever, a major distributor of beverages, and they did a potluck, and we were responsible. Our department was responsible for bringing breakfast. You know, everyone had like a whatever entree to bring, and the girl, she was really young, so I'm gonna give her a pass, but I brought some potatoes just to throw in a little skillet, you know, already cut up. You just throw it in there, some seasoning, and you go. She brought bacon, and I don't eat bacon, like pork bacon, so I was okay with it. But she was working the skillet thingamajig, like she was cooking it. You brought it in and you cooked it there, which is probably whatever. And she was flipping the bacon strips with her fingers. I said, "Oh, this is why. This is why I don't participate. It's for a variety of reasons, but and every time she did, she would lick her fingers. So I don't really participate in potluck, but it's nice to kind of get together. There were other companies that in my building. We have one of those buildings that have like several companies in them. People were dressed up. Like I saw Velma. Velma. I always get confused. Velma's the one. Is she the one with the glasses from Scooby Doo? Whoever's dressed in orange. It was really cute. And Woody, like you saw other people dressed up, and it was nice to see. But our office didn't do that. Nope, not in the woods this weekend, unfortunately. It is so nice, Virginia Bushcrafter. Yes, yes. It must be really crisp, is what I like to say, up there in Virginia. Yes, KLG. Are you agreeing with me? Do you do potluck? Do you dress up? Do you dress up? I was fine. It's funny looking at people driving in the cars and they're all dressed up. I saw a nun. I obviously think she was a real nun, but I saw a nun. It's cool to see, but I would feel silly driving any place with a costume on. But yes, finger bacon, ew, definitely. And she had no shame in her game. She was just eating, she was just eating it, and I mean not eating it, but licking her fingers every time she would flip it. And I couldn't say anything. I think I was just in awe. And I was thinking, I'm not eating it anyway. If someone is going to eat it and they see you and they have a problem with it, they'll mention it. I'm not going to get involved. I'm not going to get involved. No concern for me. I think the last time I dressed up, yeah, I don't remember what I was even dressed up as. If I were to do it, I would be like Tina Turner or something like that, with the big wig and I would do that. I'd be Tina Turner. If I had to do it, I would do it Tina. I would rock Tina Turner. No concern for me. Yes. What else is going on? I just wanted to come on here and talk with you. On my videos, I won't say I've deviated, but I've expanded my content into other things. And I appreciate all of you who have been hanging out with me as I expand. I just have every day to go. Really? Thank you to saying yes. I know. It's enough work to get dressed in the morning. Like I'm good right where I am. I hear you though. It's fun though. It's a good time when you have children, or young people around you, and you have to do all that. You kind of get caught up, but as you get older, like my girls are at Busch Gardens Hollow Scream, if you know what that is. And I don't participate in that either. I don't really want to be scared like that. I don't think I've ever been to the Hollow Scream. I know Orlando, Tampa does their Hollow Scream at Busch Gardens, and then Orlando does something similar. I forgot what it's called. Yeah, it's not for me. Boo on that grown up stuff. I know. I don't want to dress up as a grown up either. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to. I was just thinking about, whew, I got some expenses coming around here soon. I don't want to pay them, but it's what it is. But I'm thankful. I'm thankful. I'm thankful. Yes. What are y'all up to? How how's your weekend lining up? What are you doing? What am I doing this weekend? Well, you know that I am doing event security, so the Bucks have been away, and then they had an away game. I think they played the Saints, and then they had a bye week. So they're, is that right? I think so. And so they're coming back this coming weekend against the Patriots. Patriots will be in town, so that will be very interesting. We got a lot of uh, New England fans here. Very, very many folks coming to town. What are you laughing about, today, Stan? The grown up stuff? I know. I don't even want to like be. I don't want to be grown up. I want to revert back. Someone. I'll say that. Hi, Joseph. How are you? Happy Halloween. Just thought I'd pop on here and say hello to folks. It's been a hot minute. Trying to get back into the groove of things. Hope you're doing well. Y'all staying safe. What I was saying before, yes, what's the content. You know, I'm still doing the pew pew content. Okay, very much proponent of having fun, safety, self-defense with the firearm. You know, here in Florida, we did the concealed carry, and now we're open carry. I don't do that. I like to go. I like to be gray, but I haven't seen anyone do anything or see anything crazy as what some would think. I don't think I've seen anyone yet open carry. It's not something that I would do, but I say that to say that I'm still doing all that content, still have things. You know, after I left my job as a school teacher, which that took some sacrifice. Now that I'm back in my career, what I know, just trying to get situated. You know, there's when you're preoccupied and you have heavy weight on you, it's hard to do certain things, even things that you truly enjoy. You gotta get your body and mind right, and so that's happening now. And I can get back into the groove of what I enjoy with the channel, doing self-defense with and without a firearm in the martial arts, all of that. But I did want to still, you know, not just that, so introduce other things. So I appreciate everyone who's kind of been coming along with me. And I wanted to show you. I know I talked about the water test that I am doing, or I did, with the water bottle, and I'm still going to test my Florida tap water along with the water that I use. I have like a Brita right now, a Brita that I keep in my refrigerator, and I just want to test that, you know, just test it and see if the filter holds up, or, you know, if it identifies anything from the test. So I'm still going to do that. And Epic Filters, shout out to them, they sent the bottle, the insulated bottle, and then separately they sent a pitcher that I'm going to use in place of the Brita. And so I'll keep it posted on that to see if it works better than the Brita that I have. So I'm going to do a test on both of those things. Okay, so stay tuned. Especially, I look forward to the results of the water test of my Florida tap water. Yes. Yeah, we'll see. But separately, I wanted to show this to you too. This is the digital blood pressure unit. I just wanted to share this because we go to the doctor, or some of you don't go to the doctor, okay? Let's be truthful. You can get this on Amazon and test to make sure. We get headaches. We feel sluggish and bad. Like, get something like this and just test to see how you're doing, how you're feeling. especially as we get older, you know. You want to make sure that you're keeping yourself as safe as you and healthy as you can. Hi, don't call me radio. Oh, thank you. You're awesome. You're awesome. Thank you. She's live. I know. Surprise, surprise. Thought I'd pop on here and spend time. I'll go back. Sorry. I'm just rambling on and just sharing. But I wanted to talk about this, okay? So I'm gonna come back to this in a minute. Along with the water testing, doing something like taking your blood pressure. You don't have to prick yourself. It's not anything like that. I think I did this one time. You put it on your arm and it just determines, just tests. You gotta check yourself. There's many other things that you should be doing, but it might be a little bit more than PG here if I talk about those things. Did you see any kids in your neighborhood 2 stand? No, I did not. That's the other thing. We don't have a lot of kids in the neighborhood. Like, all the kids have gotten older, and I don't see a lot of new kids coming. Or maybe they go, I have a mall that's really close by, so a lot of little kids go there. And then there's bigger neighborhoods where kids go. They can just stock up on a bunch of candy. So not here really. Hi, eyes and ears tactical. How are you? We have all this candy, no kids can. Really? I know. I drove because I went to Publix to pick up some things, including this little pumpkin right here. My little pumpkin. This is all I got. Okay, 99 cents. And I drove in, and I didn't see any kids. I was like, let me drive really carefully. I had my glasses on. What's that bump? That was not a speed bump. So I drove carefully through, and I looked, and I didn't see any children. And it was at a decent time too. It was like 6:37, something like that. Don't call me radio. I appreciate you. You're awesome. Thank you. I know I haven't been coffee money. Yes, I am a coffee addict. Yes, as someone who knows me. Yes, I love it. I can drink coffee at all times of the day. All times of the day, even at night before I go to sleep. It's very soothing. It soothes me in the morning to get ready for my day, and then it relaxes me at nighttime. I don't know what it does. 5, that's better on my block. I live on a good block, and we had the full-size candy bars. Wow. KLG, you have 5 kids show up? And when do the kids start coming out? Do they come out like at a set time, or once the sun starts going down? Previously I thought it was 6 o'clock. But at 6 o'clock it was still kind of early. What time do kids usually start knocking on doors? Oh, I'm taking advantage of that coffee. Thank you. The coffee money. Thank you. You're awesome. Appreciate that. Hi, G23. Yes. Oh, yes. Thank you. Yes, please do hit the like button. I know I've been absent for a bit. I thought that this would be good to take place of a full video, which is still something I plan to do. Got some things coming around. Thank you, eyes and ears. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yes, you as well. Yes. Thanks, G23. Appreciate you. ATM Tim, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you, guys. Coffee's good before we go to bed. I think so, Virginia Bushcrafter. I don't know. It's something about it. I actually did buy some mushroom coffee. Forgot the name. It starts with an M, but you got to pick the right kind. There's some mushroom coffee. As long as it gives me the same feel that I need, I'll try it. Coffee to go to bed, yes. 5:30 and 7:30 in my city. Yeah, I feel like once the sun starts going down, and it's no longer like 6 o'clock anymore, the time, depending on where you are, kids kind of walk around. I had, not at this house, but in my previous house, the lights were off, everything's off, the kids still ring the doorbell. But, yes, I'm good now. How are you? Very well. I'm just sharing, talking about random things I shared previously. I went live earlier, so if I said something, if I repeat myself, just say, yeah, Kelly, you shared that already. I went to my interview, and I probably will just tell you now that I shared it with my cul-de-sac community members, the channel members that I got the promotion for, it's called the courtesy team. I don't know how else to call it. I don't know what else to call it, but it's true name. So instead of basic event security, which you have to have your security D license to have the event security status, there's one level up from that, and they call it courtesy team, and that gives you a little bit more, I won't say power, but a little bit more authority, interacting with fans, and then also interacting with the event security and the guest services. And we have the ability to eject people. Yes, just yeah. That part's okay. You don't want to eject people because you have to do paperwork. Why were they ejected? But having a certain I've got the power to, hey, you're not supposed to be vaping. I've asked you 3 times. You can throw it away, or you'll be escorted out, or you're using profanity, or you're being belligerent, cursing, just overly intoxicated. You will be escorted out by me. Yes. Fortunately, the courtesy team is buddied up with 2 people, so it's not just me throwing people out if you're misbehaving. It's a 2-person team, and we work together to urge people to stop doing what they're doing, with a warning, and kind and gentle. I feel like I'm using my martial arts skills in de-escalating and diffusing situations. And so I look forward to, taking on this new role at the stadium. Gotta watch those Patriot fans. Any Patriot fans out here? Kids in the area only do trunk and treating, way safer. What is that? What is trunk and treating? G23. Do you get to use, okay. No. I'm glad I didn't read that all the way. No, we cannot. They specifically said over and over again, you cannot touch. You can't even put your hand on someone's shoulder. You can't touch people in any way. What you can do is if someone, like 2 fans are in a dispute, you can get in between them. Why I would do that? But you can get between them to divide them, and then try to de-escalate the situation. But there's no touching. You can't even like, hey, sir, ma'am, I understand. You can't even touch someone when they're doing that. So it's a no-touch policy. You can just verbally say, can't do that. I'm only going to tell you so many times. And then you're going to have to leave. So sorry. I say so sorry at the end. It makes it softer, does it? I don't know. Where's the fun of that? What, touching people? I know. Yeah, no, I wouldn't want to. In the dojo, they tell us that the camera's everywhere. I tell my girls this too. Someone's always watching. So make sure that you are in the, I don't want to fight. I don't want to get in and bother you. Back away. No, stop. Like you can say all those things, but really it's your body language because the cameras are looking at you at any point in time someone's watching. So if you really do have to defend yourself physically, you've verbally expressed, I am trying to back away from you, and be able to respond accordingly if they don't back away. If you gotta do what you gotta do, without, it says not excessive force though. Reasonable response to someone misbehaving. So yes, for anyone who's out there watching, anyone out there is watching, oh, I know my parameters. I know what I'm supposed to do and not to do. Exactly what it sounds like. Candy in the trunk of your car or the back of the SUV. Okay. In a parking lot that is already set for many people to hand out candy for the kids. So just like in a parking lot or in a neighborhood, and you just open up your trunk and kids just kind of walk without going up to your house. I guess it could be a parking lot of any place. You know what? I think I saw that not the other night in a parking lot, though. I guess you can do it anywhere. Yeah, I think I grew up at a time where parents and people made you paranoid that you have sharp metal things in your apples and such. So maybe that's what makes me a little bit, no, I'm okay. I'd rather just get candy from a store and buy what I need. And for the little ones too. But they have a good time. But my girls are older now, so fortunately I don't have to deal with any of that. It's only making sure they come home at a reasonable hour. That's all I have to worry about right now. If I use a camera, I don't have to put my hands. That's true, G Toys. You want to create distance. You want to create distance. It's always it's this or it's I don't want to fight. Because then if they want to grab you or if they want to pull you, there are things that you can do if you've taken some form of martial arts. Like, I don't want to fight. But then you grab me, you're asking for it. Sounds like kidnappers. I know, KLG. That's just like trunk or treat. I guess if you trust the people who are, holding the trunk open, that's actually kind of, it could be a little bit sketchy. Mostly in business parking lots or police station parking lots. Oh, I saw something recently, not recently, yesterday, and they had balloons and such. It was at a school, so they had probably a school function, and then they had the trunk or treat. So I get it. Yes, to always stand. Yes. I get that. If it's a safe, if you trust the people with their trunks open, that's the same for going maybe to someone's house in your neighborhood. I don't know. I purposely do not buy candy so I don't feel bad and moved to open the door. I stay upstairs. Like, I'm upstairs right now. With my pumpkin. That's it. And I didn't even say anybody. Like I said, no one came even walking by. Not even with the dog. Why do they scare the dogs? Yeah. But that's all. What else I want to share? What did I have in the vicinity I wanted to show you? I showed you that. And then, let me see if I can turn this up a little bit. One of the things, as you probably have seen, I'm going to disconnect. Well, I'll show you. So I've got this now. Shout out to Tulisan. Trying to get familiar with how to operate these GRMS radios. That's the other thing I've been doing behind the scenes. Learning how to communicate and all the functions of these radios and how to use them properly. You never know. Your cell phone may not work, and just having awareness on how to use this and how to communicate properly and the channels that are out there that you can have preset so that if you did have to communicate out that you knew how to do that. There are a lot of YouTube channels out there. I actually am going to do some videos on the three different radios that I have now. This is my Baofeng. Show you that. Baofeng. This is the one that I bring with me in the car because of the antenna. I can have a pretty good reach. And I've been communicating with some folks locally, just trying to get familiar with, with how to talk. I did register for my license, and I do have a call sign, so I've been using that. And it's very awkward in the beginning, very awkward, but it's good. I'm learning, and I'm having fun with it. I'm having fun. Looks like the trunk has a duct tape. If it looks like the trunk has duct tape, oh my goodness, don't get near it. I know. With everything, you have to make sure that you're paying attention to whose trunk it is. Don't just run up to anybody's trunk. Make sure you get your license operated. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I got the license first, and then I bought the radio. You can buy them in tandem, it's fine, but you can't communicate on the airwaves until you have your license. So I do have it. Yes, G23, do you have one? I'm sure that you do. Yes, I'm sure that you do. I only have the GMRS radios. I don't have a ham. Well, I guess actually one of these can be converted to a ham, but I don't have any. I don't do ham. I'll just say that. I feel like ham is like a special group of people, and they're really particular with how you communicate on the airwaves. The ham folks. Like I gotta get real seasoned. I feel like I get really seasoned and experienced with the GMRS before I even venture out to the ham. Hi, Mike. Howdy to you. Happy Halloween. I was trying to talk me into getting my ham license. Yeah, I will see. I will see. Um, I've got the Baofeng, this one here, and then we have the, I forgot which model is this one. Does it say on here? Oh yeah, the Baofeng GM-5RH. That's what this one is. You can see it's got Tampa on there. Shout out to where they stand. Got some channels already pre-programmed, but I keep it on here. And then I have another one, the TID radio. And that one I have, oops, sorry for that noise. That one I have for the airport, dedicated just for the airport. I think that's a TID radio. Is that right, Toya? Is that the other TID radio? Or is that the other one? I can't remember now. Radiodity. I think it's a TID radio that I use just for listening to the air traffic control at the Tampa International Airport. Like I hear the pilots talking. I hear them communicating as they're rolling in. So that's pretty cool. I just listen on that though. I just listen to those guys. But this one, I am getting familiar, you know? And I got my little, because I have it situated in my car. I've got it sitting up on the dash. And so when I get to a certain distance, where I live is a little sketchy. I won't say sketchy, but it's not as clear as when I go like into Tampa and close to the airport. And so when I get kind of towards my job, because I work a little bit close to the airport, I get to use my little doot doot and talk. So that's been fun doing that. And of course, as with firearms, there's not a lot of ladies doing this. So I'm one of few that are on here. They do have other channels that they use for the school. So you'll hear like school administrators talking, particularly along dismissal of their students, whatever channel that they're using. So that's fun. Yes, here we go. Baofeng. Okay, G23. Very nice. The H3 can do GMRS, ham, or both at the same time. Okay, thank you. Thank you. G23. You can use it in an emergency without license, but your signal can be tracked and you will face. Yeah, I know. I don't want any of that to happen. Well, maybe not now because there's a government shutdown. Who's watching? Who's watching? I'm sure they're tracking still, though, right? It might be a little bit more challenging to get your license right now. They probably have a long list of folks trying to get their license. So once things open back up, they'll be able to push those through. Mine came pretty quick, within a couple days. My license, yeah. And then on YouTube, there's so many videos out there that show you how to operate them. I've got a long way to go. I've got a long way to go. But it's fun. It's fun learning something new, along with all the other things that I'm doing. I feel like I'm learning about a new thing, like when I started learning about firearms. It's just a whole new world opened up. Might do another. No, if you might need it. Yes. I'm thinking about putting a CB ham radio at my SUV. Nice. Yes. Yeah, I charge it. I have a charging cradle over here. And I just take it and connect it, set up in my car every time I leave out now. And then I have the separate one, the small one I have for listening, just listening to the airport activity. So mostly those two. And then I do have a smaller one that I do a really bad job about keeping on my body, because you see this one's really, the antenna's long, okay? You can't be discreet with this. So it's a radio that has the little mini, little stubby antenna that I need to do a better job about carrying on me when I'm out and about. You never know. You never know when something like that might come in handy. So, yeah. I hope that it gets someone thinking further about it. It's not the government that does tracking. Most of the time, it's the government that makes contact. Look at you, G23. I knew I knew you know something about that. Chirper's your friend when you get into radios. Yes. Yes. You get me familiar with that too. Yeah, because doing anything manually, as I've observed, not experienced, but observed, is very complex. That's true. G23, I've done the CB radio thing many years. I've been thinking about ham since my dad. Yes. I think that will come in time for me. It's just, there's so much to learn, just even with the GMRS. And I like to know how to do both in due time. I'm thinking about permanently mounting in my SUV for emergency purposes. Yeah, I have the one that I have in my car. It's on the dash, on the plastic part. I don't know what it's made of, but what the plastic part, it has just the 3M sticker, so it can come off, but it's very sturdy, and it has a little latch, some type of thing you can just pop the back of the clip of the radio into. That's what I use, and it just is there, just keeping me company. I sometimes, like, I get mesmerized and I don't even have my radio on. I just have it in the background, even if it's a little bit of static. Just, I'm driving and I just have it in the background. That's what I do with it too. It's very soothing. And then you hear like weird random conversations that people have. So when I go on there, I'm a little bit like, I won't say paranoid, but I just want to make sure that I'm speaking clearly and saying the right thing. Even closing out, like, how do you do an intro leading into it? And Two Way We Stand told me that even when you're, because I've got this attached to it, there's a slight delay, and I talk fast normally. And so popping on here and talking really fast, making sure people hear me clearly, you gotta slow it down. But those guys talk really fast when they're doing it. So for me learning, I'm just trying to pace myself and make sure I'm closing out properly. Do you say over? Do you say clear? Do you say over and out? What do you do? What do you do? Yeah, funny. There's groups that are set up for helping new people learn. Yeah, honestly, YouTube's been great. There's a couple really knowledgeable guys that talk about GMRS and ham. And locally, I think I shared in the channel member live that I found the Facebook groups for like the Tampa area, for GMRS and the ham radio. So there are local places you can go, because there's one thing with the videos, you can watch them, but you can't interact, you can't ask questions like on the fly, you know. And if you can ask questions, maybe they'll get back to you, or it'll be delayed. So being able to go to a place where people are there with you, and very, very knowledgeable, I would definitely encourage that for anyone who's looking to get into it. Just makes the learning curve smoother, for sure. But I'm having fun with it. Like I said, it reminds me of when I started learning about firearms, and it's just so all new things. It's still new and I'm still learning. But just those initial days, kind of getting Like, oh, what's this? What does that do? Oh, that's not a clip. It's a magazine. Like just different things that you learn as you kind of get into uh, a new hobby, a new hobby. Yes, G23, 2 or 3 second delay from click to talk. Yes, and I was doing and talking immediately without pausing. So yes, I agree. I understand. I understand. It's all a part of learning. Hi, Jabari. Good to see you. Welcome. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate you. It's been a hot minute. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Haven't seen you around town either. Well, I haven't been really. Yeah. Speaking of that, I'll pivot from the radio for a second. You know, I wish I knew someone. I wish I knew. I wish I knew someone here in the area that had a private range for shooting because the drive getting to a public open outdoor range is a little bit. I've been doing it, but I don't want to do it anymore. I wish there was some place that was closer to where I lived. So it's been a little not excited about driving the distance I drive to go to my outdoor range. And the local indoor range is good, it's fine, but I like the outdoor range. I'm hoping in time, if it's not through someone I meet, that I'll be able to purchase some land where I can shoot for free at any time when I want to. So I'm kind of, I've been bad about being at the range. I've been bad about being at the range, but I got a fix for that. I got a fix for that coming. Got a fix for that. G23 Clipper magazines can be interchangeable depending on the situation. I hear you, but most times when you're new and you're unfamiliar, you're more likely. Some are more likely to think. Even in the movies, they'll have a magazine and they'll call it a clip. It's clearly a magazine. So just things like that. Just those types of things, knowing what a full metal jacket looks like versus a hollow point, like those types of things, and why you would have one over another when, you know, when one would benefit the other. Those types of newnesses, those new things that you're learning for the very first time. So, yes. I'm good. Oh no, Jabari. I'm sorry to hear that. Yes. I haven't been shooting at the matches either. Oh, okay. I see you with the Ham Network. Mm-hmm. Thank you. See? So you were listening a little bit. I will. Good. I know how to reach you. So good. Nice. That's good to hear. Yeah, I did find some through Facebook some of the GRMS and Ham radio groups, and they do a lot of get-togethers. Just haven't coordinated that yet, but it definitely will be the GRMS meetup at some point, just to connect with folks. Hi, Dale Pogue. Pogue, how are you? Thanks for popping in. Am I pronouncing that right? I just like the way that sounds. Pogue. I'm with you in a range situation. Yeah, I don't want to have to be indoors, and I want to be able to go when I feel like it and not have to pay a whole lot of money to go. You know? Just yeah. My go-to range is Tenor Rock. I have heard of that, and I heard good things about it. I just haven't been. And Lakeland's a little far from me, so it will be like a little day excursion out to go out there. But I heard good things about that one, Tenor Rock in Lakeland. Yes, for sure. But again, as much as I enjoy shooting and want to shoot more, and even being able to bring folks out to that spot for training and things, I'm wanting to, hoping I can get a plot of land or something where I can shoot. and have, you know, purchase it, have insurance and all those things in place, but be able to shoot out there on my own spot. Let me turn my radio off. Sorry. I have shipper clips to speed load my AR mags and AK mags plus other rifles. Stripper clips. I've never even heard of that. See, stripper clips? Please do share about that. Let's do Steel's challenge. Not a lot of movement, all about transition. I think they still hold them at Guncraft on Wednesdays. Yeah, see, it's hard to get to Guncraft being so far north on a weekday. Can't do that. Unless I was taking the day off. I'll be your first Beverly Certified Rage. I hear that, Jabari. Noted. Got you. Got it. I don't know, G23. You know, I've never explored the BLM land. I don't know. That is worth exploring. And they let you shoot like that for that kind of, they let you shoot there? Yes, Jabari, that's funny. Yeah, the distance is just not enticing. And then you get there, and then afterwards you gotta, it's just the drive back too after being a range. You gotta make a whole day of it because the drive, you know, you gotta be there for hours to make that drive worthwhile, which is a good time. But then at the end of the day, you just want to go home, just, you know, take off everything, the lead. Speaking of which, make sure you're using lead wipes, lead dishwashing, not dishwashing, laundry detergent. Okay, Amazon has the lead laundry detergent for you, and that you wash it separately from your regular clothing, so you don't mix your lead dust, metal particles in with your other items. Just a suggestion. Also, when you're getting in the car, you know, maybe have a towel or something that you don't, so you don't sit directly on your cloth or even leather seats. Again, just keeping yourself safe from lead. I'll text you a picture of sugar. Please do, G23. I had never even heard of that before. See? Stripper clips. Am I the only one? Never heard of stripper clips? Maybe I've seen them, but I didn't know the name of them. They hold 10 rounds. Best to Google for full explanation. Thank you, Virginia Bushcrafter. Yeah, G23, please send me a picture. Mike, it's about 30 minutes for me coming from Fort. Yeah, see? It's oh, and it's affordable too. May have to make a day of it. Even going to the indoor, the Shooter's World, I'd like to go out there because that's a pretty big Shooter's World with the 2 levels. I think it's 2 stories, right? No more than 2 stories. That's a pretty big one compared to the one here in Tampa that I go to. I've wanted to venture out and do that also. I just want my own space. At this point, I just want my own space. All that's good. All those things. Hit a Rock and Guncraft and Shooter's World. I just want my own space. I want to do what I want to do. I want to be where I want to be. A few of those clips. Yeah, I need to see what that looks like. SKS uses stripper clips. Thank you. Yes, please do share. Definitely. Yeah, I've got the Monstrum Red Dot now on my my rifle. So I've wanted to take it out, but I'm like, I don't want to take it to the indoor range. That's boring. I want to take it to the outdoor range. It's like I got to make a trip of it to go. But it's very nice. It all looks very nice. That tricolor rifle 7.5. It's the first one I ever purchased, and I wanted, at the time, I wanted something that was small that would fit in my hand, that I could handle. I do love it, but I don't need to have it. I don't need to have a small one just because. Like, I love my other rifles that I have, you know, the different sizes. But because I was thinking, you know, I'm petite, small in stature. I need something, you know, a small rifle. No, I don't. I don't want it. I'll take it. I love it. But I don't need that. I don't need that. And other ladies don't need that either. You don't need that. If you want it, but that's not the one that you should get just because of its weight or its size. Anyway, what else y'all getting into? Ooh, 9:50. I've been in there about 50 minutes. That's pretty good. Yes, please do hit the like button. And shout out to Don't Call Me Radio. Thank you so much. You're awesome. And shout out to OG Tank. OG Tank was rocking with me on the channel live, channel member live too. I think he had to go, but give him some accolades for joining me over there in that space for my small but mighty group over there. Very mighty. Right, KLG? Right. I appreciate you all. Thanks for joining. Are y'all all done? Are y'all all done trick-or-treating? Anyone in there? Anyone in the chat from the West Coast or still in? Well, it's almost 10, so right? 7. Yeah, you all are probably in the midst of trick-or-treating at about 7. Is it still that time? I went to the grocery store and all I got was a stinking pumpkin. Oh yeah, G23 over there. You get any trick-or-treaters? Do you do that? Some people live in a weird place where they wouldn't even get trick-or-treaters because they live in the really rural area and it with long driveways. I envy those people. I want that one day. In Warrenton. Oh, Phelps Wildlife Management Area has sight and range that is really nice and free. Nice. You know, I want to see. I didn't think that the BLM land would be an option because I didn't think that they allowed that. I think they allowed shooting there. So, I don't know. I'll see. You know, we're open. Well, who knows? We're open carry. There might be some spots for us to shoot, but shoot maybe within a certain, perimeter. Trying to find the right words. I dressed up as G23. Oh, that's funny. Like, what does that look like? That's funny. Is it Must Be Frank? I always wonder about that. Shout out to you. Thank you for being here. LA here. Nice. Still trick-or-treating. That's what I thought. It's about 7. Almost 7 there, right? Gosh. Before I came on the live, I put some eye drops in my eyes and I probably look really tired. It's been a long week. A long but productive week. Nope, the town I live in is less than 300 people. Yes. In the 7 years of being here, not a single kid. Wow, what kind of Stephen King community do you live in? 300 people. That's funny. Mike, you dress up as a thug. Oh, you might dress up as a thug then, Mike. That's very funny. Must Be Frank. Yeah, so do you hand out candy, Must Be Frank? Are you one like me that hides and turns up all the lights and hides in a room way away from the front of the house? I won't say I hide, but I just don't participate in that activity, especially with my girls being older. I don't feel the obligation to do all that any longer, and they're not even interested in open a door for the kiddos, so they're doing their own thing, getting scared for a fee at Busch Gardens. That's what they're doing. Okay, yes, so candy for the children. Are you one that do you get candy? All right, if you do buy candy, you get the candy that you like, so that's left over, you partake, or you get the candy that you don't like, and you hand out all of that. The kids go to the big city 10 minutes down the road and do Halloween stuff, yeah. The big city, yeah. Every community does things a little bit different. I like the idea. We have an open mall. Actually, there's a couple in this vicinity. And so it's really nice. The kids can just pop in because the stores, you can just walk down the sidewalk and pop into every store that might have candy. I think that if I had young children, I would like that. Um, if I lived in a neighborhood where I didn't really know my neighbors, it's like that. It's like that. Absolutely correct. Get what you will eat. That's funny. I know. Ooh, gosh. Twix, that's my guilty pleasure right there. Don't trust anyone with candy corn. What in the world? What does that mean, to way we stand? Well, you want anything that is open. There's no open candy. I saw an IG reel where the man was handing out candy, but also potatoes. Did you see that? Like whole potatoes, like russet potatoes, and kids wanted it. Like they made it a thing. G20. I'm in a very snooty area. I feel like I'm in a snooty area too. Well, not here, but my neighboring communities. Agree to where we stand. Candy corn. Candy corn is so. Are you for candy corn or against candy corn? I never liked candy corn. It was this waxy, and then once you got beyond the wax, it was like a gritty sugar. What's the fun in that? It had like a weird. It just tastes like sugar. No chocolate flavor. No like fruit flavor. It just tastes like sugar. Snickers, Almond Joy, Butterfinger. Those are your yes. Okay. You know, I didn't like chocolate with nuts in it until I got a little bit older. Almond Joy that has. Almond Joy has almond. Okay, yes. Every time I think about Almond Joy in Mounds, I have to sing that song to see which one has the. But it says Almond Joy. But even the Mounds don't. Almond Joy says yes. I will sing it. Butterfinger bars are awesome. So are Snickers. Yes. I'll never eat candy corn. It doesn't look edible. It is just a wax outer coating that doesn't have a flavor to it. And then once you bite into it, it's like gritty sugar. You know, sugar that gets wet and clumpy. That's what it's like. That's it. The first potato head was real potato. That's funny. That's funny. What's your favorite candy? I would say mine is the Twix. I love the Twix bars. I also like if it was a non-chocolate, it would be Twizzlers. And that's kind of waxy, but it just reminds me of going to the movies. And it was such a treat when I was a kid that it always kind of stuck with me. I also liked the now and later candies, but those will take your feelings out. You can't have that. Yes. Licorice and Twizzlers might get you cussed out. No, Twizzlers are good. Licorice, mm-mm. Okay, I'm sorry. Something is wrong with you if you like black licorice. Something is wrong with you. I don't know. That's along the lines of like candy corn, but in a disgusting way. At least with candy corn, it tastes like sugar. The black licorice, even right now, it's making me uh grimace. No, no. That's funny though. The Twizzlers, those little ones in the packets, they don't taste the same as like the real ones you get from like the movies. They taste different. Those aren't good. Those don't count. Reese's, okay. Milk Duds. Milk Duds are good too, but Milk Duds again, it'll take out a filling. Mm-mm. And then Reese's are good. I enjoyed them as I got older. I'm not a peanut butter fan, so I don't like anything that has peanut butter. But the Reese's Pieces are good, and I know they have peanut butter. It's like the perfect blend of the chocolate candy outer coating with a little bit of peanut butter. I could take that. That's the great thing about Halloween. You get to try. Yes, you candy you never tried before. That's true. But I know I wouldn't. Mm-mm. That something's wrong with you if you like black licorice. Okay, you don't have to admit it. I won't completely judge you, but your taste buds are out of whack if you like black licorice. 100-gram bars, Mr. Goodwrench. Oh, you're dating yourself, G23. Remember when the 100 grand were called $100,000 bar and they had that song? Am I the only one that remembers that as a kid? They weren't called always 100 grand. And Mr. Goodwrench, I don't even remember that. What about the whatchamacallit? The whatchamacallit bars. Those were the thing back then. And now they're just like one of those random candies that are like at the way bottom that no one grabs. I guess that's what they was with. Sorry, G23. You like the black licorice? I might give you a pass because you're my friend, but red or grape licorice, no black licorice. Yes, grape licorice. I never heard of that before. Red for sure. Grape. Interesting. I might have to seek that out just to try it. I know it's Easter candy with Peeps. Peeps is like the soft version of the candy corn. Same gritty, sugary texture, but soft. It's like the opposite of the candy corn. Am I wrong? You know what I mean? And it's like marshmallowy. It just the consistency's weird. This is not a fun candy to eat. No Peeps. No Peeps. Whoppers were good, yes. Those were, they remind me of something else. The Whoppers. It'll come to me. Yeah, the Whoppers, they were on my list too. They're part of my top 20. They're kind of like in the teens somewhere, you know, but they were good. They are good. I remember Whoppers when they came in the milk cartons. Yes, I remember those too. Talking about dating ourselves. You said yes. Do you remember that? The $100,000 bar? And that little catchy tune, the $100,000 bar commercials. I know someone knows that. Someone's seasoned as like me. They know that. Hi, Ozzy Orsborn. Said it right this time. How are you? We're talking about candy. We're talking about candy that you like. No black licorice, no candy corn, no Peeps. Yes. Chunkies. I don't know if I remember that. Are those the ones that they were partitioned, like little squares, attached squares of like 4 or 5 together, and they had like caramel inside? Or am I thinking of something else? I think I do remember the Chunkies. Tell me if I'm right, Mike. Whoppers. Yeah, Whoppers are good. Strawberry licorice. I only know it's just called red. I don't know what flavor it is. It's just red licorice. Is that the same as a strawberry? Or is that something else? Oh my goodness. Not sure if grape licorice still exists. Had it as a child. That's so funny. I didn't know that was a thing. I never heard of that before. I don't know anything about that one. Yeah, that's so funny. I remember the tune. Yes, you remember? All right, don't make me hang out here by myself, G23. Definitely. You remember? Must be. Okay, yep. Good. Yes. Good. All right, must be Frank. I love it. We won't talk too much about it. I'll be 45 soon. Nice, G23. Yes. I wish I was 45 again. Yes. But yes, whoever said Chunkies, yes. Is that what it is? Where the little pieces, like there's square milk chocolate, but inside it has like caramel or some other gooey stuff, and it's like a part of a, I don't know how to describe it, but all attached. Like there's 4 or 5 of those little squares melt like together. Those were candies that were shaped like peanuts. What is that? Weird candies that were shaped like peanuts. I don't know what that is. Turtles. Turtles are good. We like turtles. I like the caramel. I've grown to like toffee too. Toffee's really tasty. Let's make. Do you have a coastal farm and ranch store? Coastal farm and ranch. Idaho Spud Candies. I've never heard of that before ever. Does it taste like a potato? Is it shaped like a potato? What is that? What is that, G23? I think they were big squares that were divided into 4 smaller squares. I think it was raisins. Was it? Maybe so. I think I'm getting that confused with something else. Now I'm going to seek it out. They still sell those. I've seen the box or the bags. Is it yellow? Like a yellow packaging? Square block, single bar. Pretty sure it's just chocolate and raisins, about the size of a golf ball. Oh, I don't know that then. Is it yellow packaging with red writing? Am I confusing it with something else? Shaped like a potato, but chocolate and other things inside. What? What other things? That doesn't sound. That didn't sound good at all. Shaped like a potato, but chocolate and other things inside. What other things? That's funny. Just 1 block of chocolate in a silver package. Oh, you're right, yes, Mike. Caramellos. Yes, see? Anything chocolate with caramel. Yes, I'm down for that. When I get like ice cream, I always want like chocolate and caramel gooiness and whipped cream. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. That's exactly what I'm thinking of. Caramellos. Mm-hmm. The chunky though, I'm stuck on that. I might have to look that up. Let me see. I got my little thing over here. Let me see. Don't mind me as I look up Chunky's bar candy so I can see what it looks like. Oh, okay. So the Chunkies, it's silver. Yes, must be Frank, and it's red writing. It's milk chocolate, raisins, and peanuts. That's why I don't really like peanuts like that. Maybe that's why I never. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Let me show you. Let me show you. I'm gonna pull you up here. Oops. That. Chunky. Not my thing. I never really liked Snickers until I got older. Isn't it funny how as you get older, your palate changes? Not just for sweets, but for other things, like things that you cared about, you don't like anymore. Hi, Clover Tech. How are you? I've been great. We're just shooting a breeze here, talking about Halloween and getting trick-or-treaters and places, some people not being able to get trick-or-treaters because they live in a really rural area, and then we kind of started talking about candy. But am I wrong? Like your appetite change, your palate changes with the things that you like. Like I've grown to pull away from really spicy foods now. Just different things. Anyway, yes, that's a whole other conversation. But we'll, I'm always down to talk about candy. Yeah, we don't get a trick-or-treat anymore. Too far out in the woods. I said that before. I wish I had that problem. I wish that I was too far, that trick-or-treaters wouldn't come to where I live. I want that problem. I was just saying too that being able to go to a range or have my own private range where I can shoot anytime I want to and not have to drive 45 minutes away to go to a range, which is not a big deal, but it's a big deal. Christmas lights are pointless too. Oh, yeah, I bet. Both good things. I know. No honeydew list to put up Christmas trees. Mm-hmm. Okay, G23. Yes. Once I get off, I will check that out for sure. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you all hanging out with me on Halloween night. I just wanted to do like a little random pop up. I know I haven't done a video in a hot minute, probably since last week. I need to get more steady on that, but you know, as I mentioned before, just trying to get my life together. Um, but I'm doing all the things I did when I started the channel, plus some. So I appreciate everyone kind of coming along with me and you know commenting and supporting the vlogs that I'm doing. Um, I just want to be able to show other sides aside from just firearms. And while that is my core and what I am most passionate about, there's other things that I enjoy doing and things that I hope that I can share with you that will help you in, you know, being self-aware and self-protection and keeping yourself healthy. I know not everyone wants to be a pescatarian. I realize that. But if you can cut back on some things, you know, our keeping our heart healthy matters, and being able to not fall out from being exhausted from eating a big burger, which I miss that feeling. Uh, you know, you want to just be able to be mindful of things. And that's all that I want to do and help with. Uh, Eating better and making healthier choices with what you're doing. You know, as we get older, our metabolism slows and we can't do what we used to do. We just can't. We can't. And it doesn't have to be cold turkey like I've done, but small changes, small things. Maybe if you go out to eat, substituting maybe that big burger. I won't say steak because I know people love their steak, but maybe substituting a big burger for, you know, a juicy chicken sandwich that time, and then next time going back to your burger. You know, just things like that. Just reminding. But then also moving about, making sure that you are, you know, what you put in your body and how you're keeping yourself safe. And like this, like I got this as a gift. I wasn't even thinking about this, but having a blood pressure like monitor at home, you can get this on Amazon, and just check if you keep feeling bad, certain things are going on with you. Having something like this is a great way to just to check yourself before you know, some people don't like going to the doctor. But if you see clearly there's a problem, you're like, okay, I know I've been doing this myself. I got to get to the doctor now because I'm not feeling better. And if that is validation that some things are wrong, not right, maybe it'll encourage you to go versus I have a headache, I'm going to go to bed. You know, like you have to make sure you're taking care of yourself and paying attention to those signs. Yes. So that's all. That's all. Drinking water. Yes. Drinking kombucha. You know, kombucha is a special. It takes a special. Some. I don't really like the kombucha. I drink it because I understand that it has healthy ingredients, but the flavor is to be desired, and it's an acquired taste. So I just try to do other things, you know, other things to keep myself. Even when I've done a shot of the apple cider vinegar, which is, but I feel like doing kombucha that you're drinking a whole thing of that, of like apple cider vinegar. So I don't really like that. I'd rather just do a shot and get it over with, and drink water. You know, make sure you're getting proper vitamins, but also proper vegetables in your system. Lots of green vegetables. That's what my doctor told me too. So I want to be able to share those types of things that we just ignore. And you can be your best shooter. You can be the best shooter in your community, in your group of friends. But if your health is not to a certain level for you. Everyone's different. So enough for you. How are you going to be a good shooter when your stamina is low or you're weak or you're not self-aware because you're dizzy because you were not doing the right thing keeping yourself healthy. So I just try to I want to share those things because I've had some of these experiences and it's real and it's normal. It's not isolated just to me. It's what happens to us, especially as we get older. So I just like to share that along with all the other things I'm sharing with you. That's it. That's it. My soapbox. Miss Miss Frank. Must be Frank. Must be Frank. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. Yes, I appreciate you coming along and joining me in the chat tonight. Be well, be safe for sure. Costco has them. I'm sewing on a holster with a diamondback snake skin inlay while listening. Wow, that's very detailed. Ozzy, nice diamondback snake skin inlay. Appreciate you being here. Pro tip, if you are feeling bad and your home monitor shows good, go get it checked elsewhere. They do it for free. Those monitors get out of calibration. These do? I mean, if you've had this for like 20 years, maybe it's time for a new one. Let's talk about that too, because we have things that we use, and I've got that up in the closet, and you have to dust it off. Maybe it's time to get a replacement of whatever you've been using, which, yes. But I agree with you, Clover Tech. Even when you go to the grocery store, you can go. They have them there. They have it out of like your line of sight, but they have them at most like pharmacy areas in CVS or Walgreens or like a grocery store, and just get it checked. I agree. For free, you could find out how you're feeling. Definitely. What you need to try is new brand. I found it's delicious. Really? Well, if you have a brand, text it to me too then. G23 of the kombucha. Just a reminder, there are no BBQ guns, only BBQ holsters. What? Ozzy? Broccoli, cabbage, asparagus. Yes, all of that. Green vegetables. I like green beans too, and spinach. If you add spinach to your eggs, it doesn't, you don't really taste it. You don't really taste it. Make sure you're getting your green vegetables in. Yes, they do. They are just cheap electronics unless you buy a medical grade one. Yes. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah. This one, I mean, it beats having nothing, Clover Tech, right? Some people have nothing at all and they don't go to like place even for free to have it checked. So this is your reminder, okay? Please, if you do it, please come back and tell me that you did. Go and get your go get your blood pressure checked to see if you're good. Especially when you've been stressed lately, maybe with work or family. Just go. It's free. It's free. Or if you have 20 bucks or so, that helps. Or if it's time to go to the doctor. Like I'm doing all my doctor's appointments before the end of the year. All that I can do before the end of the year for that reason. Check what you gotta check. But it's important. Blood pressure cuffs do need to be calibrated. Doctors will do it during your appointment. Yes. I'm like, let me see what this one is. I've only done this one time. I'll show you what it looks like. It even shows you how to put it on. And that's noisy. Sorry. I understand it could probably be out of calibration, but if you've not done it anything at all, it's better than nothing. And at least hopefully it'll encourage you, this conversation will encourage you to go and get yourself checked out. But it tells you exactly where to place it and where your blood pressure should be. And then they have this, shows you. Yeah. Like, I probably need to do it. It's been a while. But I've been to the doctor recently, so I'm oh, stop talking. Yes. Oh, now it's trying to work. So, yeah, on that note, let me just slide that over there. Yeah, I've been to the doctor most recently and everything's good there. But you know what wasn't good? My iron count. My iron count was really low. So now that I know that, I'm doing things to address it. And I didn't know. You think you're tired. When you have low iron, you're a little bit lethargic. You know, you're a little bit slower. I knew all those things. It's like, maybe I'm just tired. It's been a long week, you know, you're doing other things, you know. But yeah, it really was a physical thing that was happening to me. And until I went to the doctor, I didn't know. Let's see it dead. I already went G23. I know I'm good. My blood pressure is, I'm actually like really chill. Really chill. Hi, Jack Ripper. Interesting name. Welcome. Welcome. I really randomly bought, yeah, blood pressure reader. Used it to find out I had hypertension. This led me to buy a blood pressure tester to find out I had undiagnosed diabetes. I am so thankful that you came in to the chat and shared that. And I'm glad that you were able to identify that. You see? Thank you. If I could pin this, I would. I don't even know if I can pin it. Thank you for sharing that. This is what I'm talking about. Like, what if you didn't know that? What if you just went on and just... And unfortunately, I'm not saying it. The people are saying it. Guys are less likely to go to the doctor. So, validation right there. That $20 reader, and then you go to the doctor. I love it. I hope everyone's paying attention to that. I don't have to say anything more. Don't have to say anything more. Yes. So that's a great way to end it. That's a great way to end the live. I meant to choose. G23, why? What are you doing? Please. The day I bought my blood sugar reader and used it, blood sugar was 471. Oh my gosh, I got to the hospital, it was 521. See? That's so scary. That's so scary. Are you good now, though, Jack Ripper? Are you good now? Yeah. I may do like a short showing how that works and where you can get it so you can test. You just made that come into my head, Jack Ripper, that I'm going to do that. I'm going to show that I did it and encourage people to get to the doctor, to do it, and also to get to the doctor. And I'm going to see about the calibration. I know, Clover Attack, you said that, but there has to be a way. I mean, people buy these. These are good to have at home. How to make sure it's calibrated properly. I don't know how that would all work, but again, something's better than nothing at all, you know. Yep, sugar under control now, but all that came from a blood pressure monitor. Yes, it led to a blood sugar tester. That's fantastic. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you. You make me want to. When I get off the live, I'm gonna test my sugar. I'll test my blood pressure. I already did it. I went on Tuesday to the doctor, and they did all of that. But I'm gonna do it again just because I may do a video on that. I want to be able to share things that people already know they should do, and if my video can encourage you to do it, to push you. If no one in your family or friends push you to do it, I want to be that reminder. Whether you do or not, you heard it. You saw me. Hey, hi, She Fires. Have a video for you. 60 seconds. You got 60 seconds. Get to the doctor after, you know, doing something like that, please. I'm golden. I've been to the surgeon to get my fixed. No need for it. I know, but don't you, like, us ladies have to go annually. Guys don't have to go annually. I'm just asking, like, legitimately. Don't you all have to go for a check on a regular basis? Really? Oh my goodness. That's funny. Yeah, wait. Still. Okay. My next trip to the doctor is to get an allergy test. When I was a kid, I had the allergy test where they pricked you with all things up your arm and showed you all the things you're allergic to. It's been since I was a kid, like 10, 11 years old, somewhere around there. So it's time to do a true test again. I want to see what has changed because we change. Or things that we're allergic to can get worse, or new things pop up, or some things go away. Don't you want to know? I may share that with you. Once I got my sugar and hypertension under control, I noticed that when I aimed iron sights, I was significantly less shaky. Nice with my hands. See how it comes full circle with the use of a firearm? You see? I love it. Yes. And I'm even thinking with my iron, my low iron, that it makes me weaker. So being able to hold my hand up for a longer period of time, if I got it under control, I'd have a longer position, you know, stance. And I don't feel tired after doing it over and over and over again. So that's that's helpful to share with this community of many who are firearms owners. We all have different interests with firearms, so I want to be very specific. I want to be very vague. Yeah. Yeah, well, we'll talk about that, prostate and such. Yeah, making sure. They've got the Cologuard that you can do. There's things that you can do too, you know? There's things you can do to, that you can do at home and send it in, you know? You don't have to see a doctor, that initial check, you know? But at least if you do those things like this, in like a Cologuard type thing or scratch test for allergies, you can get some inkling that there's a challenge going on, that you can go and take the next step to go to the doctor. Anyway, all these things I'm sharing, you know, I'm no doctor. There's no medical advice. It's just my own experience I'm sharing with you. Oh my goodness. What's an accurate G23? Clover Tech, you are so funny. I see those commercials everywhere all the time. I mean, you want that or you want to go to the doctor? Either, what do you want? You want the doctor? You're a nurse. Okay. Are you more inclined to have a female doctor or a male doctor? I prefer, I've had male doctors before. It's okay. But I prefer the female. But like doing the Cologuard thing, you know, you at least you kind of know without seeing anyone and feeling a little bit embarrassed. But if there is something from that, you can go to the doctor now, you know, and get over your embarrassment because you're there to get checked and investigate what you did on your own. You know what I mean? I know. That's funny. See? At least you go, it's like, it's in your own privacy of your own home, right? And then if you really do have to go to the doctor, you've delayed that embarrassment and, you know, but you got to go. You got to go. You got to do it. Yes. That's funny though. All these things are necessary, you know? That's what you got to do. You want to be healthy? You want to know that you're healthy or not? And my belly's grumbling. I don't know if you can hear that. Yes, on that note, Jack Ripper, you made my day. You made my live. I appreciate you. Is this the first time you've been in here with us? This is the fireside community. You're part of the neighborhood now. You're part of the community now. I don't know if I've seen your name before. If it has been, it's been a while. I know I haven't been live for a while. Maybe before I went on my hiatus, you popped in. So if you have, I apologize. But very valuable input. I appreciate you sharing very much. Do you hear that? Oh my gosh. Somebody's not supposed to growl, by the way. That's a bad sign. I haven't seen the live, but watch videos. Thank you, Jack Ripper. Thank you. I listened to the commercial. It says you can have false positive or false negatives. Interesting. That is still no excuse not to do it, G23. Still no excuse, Mr. Haven't been to a doctor in 2 years. No, still unacceptable. We have to go once a year. I don't see why you guys can't go once a year, honestly. But yes, I'll leave that there. I'll leave that there. I'm sure you have another woman's voice in your life to share that with you. But we're friends, I could say. Go to the doctor. Yes. Anyway, I think that's it for now. I've got to track down these children. But I appreciate you coming along with me. Hope you enjoy spending time on the live. And I will go live again at some point in the future. It's an accurate case. My wife feels at me for not going to. Yes, good. I'm glad that she does. We have to do this. This is part of our job. We're supposed to do that. We're supposed to. But the point is that you go, not just hear us yapping. Like you do follow through. So yes. Anyway, I appreciate everyone coming along. Hour and a half here, so thank you. Went by very, very fast. I'm sure you don't, G23. I see you. I see your comments. But I'll be sharing a video soon, and of all things, anything that might be important to share with you. I do it because I care. I do it because I care. Thank you for being here, and stay safe. Have a great weekend. Stay warm wherever you are. It's cold here too, so I'll stay warm as well. And I definitely will see you all in the next video or future live. Yes. Stay safe. I'll just say stay safe, G23. Oh my goodness, you're so funny. Be well, everyone. Be good.